Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're doing something a little bit different. Today we're going to be talking about subscription boxes. Now, what is a subscription box, you may ask? Well, I'm going to tell you. A subscription box is basically where you pay a certain amount of money and they will send you a box with goodies inside, typically having to do with a particular brand or hobby or topic. And generally it's a surprise as to what's in it. Normally, but not always, if you were to buy each individual item that you find in the box separately, it would come out to more than the cost of the subscription. So you end up saving a little bit of money. That's a pretty big sales pitch whenever it comes to getting the subscription. So there are subscriptions dealing with just about everything nowadays. There's boxes that have to do with hunting, backpacking, camping, general outdoor stuff, and I looked around to find one that seemed to be right for me. And I finally settled on one. This particular one is called the Prepper Gear Box. Now, I looked at a lot of unboxing videos from a lot of different companies, and I settled on this one for one main reason, and that was because even though you get a little bit less with the Prepper Gear Box than you get with some other boxes, the majority of the items that I found in the other unboxing videos that are in the Prepper Gear Box were actually things that I would have an immediate use for, or things that I could see myself buying. So say if you only get 6 things in this box, usually 4 of them was something that I could use right away, and the others were things that I could actually see myself buying, as opposed to some of the other boxes that give you a whole lot of stuff. You might get 20 or 30 items in there, but a lot of them are just like little knickknacks that I never would have bought myself. So this one, for the price, seemed to be probably the most efficient for me. So anyways, other notable points that I'd like to make: I am not being sponsored by Prepper Gear Box, at least not yet. Prepper Gear Box? Hint, hint. Okay. Send me boxes and I will review them. I bought this with my own hard-earned money. I got the 3-month subscription, so that should be 3 boxes, right? So what's going to be different about the unboxing that I'm going to do? Because everybody that gets one of these subscription boxes, it seems like, does their own unboxing video. Well, I figured that I would just spend a little bit of time unboxing, give you some first impressions, kind of show you what comes in here, and then spend the rest of the time actually out in the field using the items that come in the subscription box. So whatever I get in this Prepper Gear Box, I'm going to actually get out and use. That way, even if you're not interested in a subscription, you may be interested in a particular product that they sent out, and hopefully this video will be able to give you a little bit more food for thought in regards to actually making a purchase on an individual item. So, without further ado, we're going to unbox this box, and I'm going to show you what's inside. So, stay tuned. Alright. The box has been unleashed. Let's see what we got in here. Okay, so I can see right away this is not the introductory box. This is actually the December box, and it will actually be after December whenever you see this video. That's because I don't want to have a whole video full of spoilers for those of you who actually have a subscription to this. So, let's see. There we go. Cool. Alright, so we get stuff. It says, what's in the box? Okay, that tells us what is in the box. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 items. Okay. And it gives us the price on that. So this is a good guide for me to follow. Okay, a little reference gear on the back there. The first thing we have is this card. This is a skill card. It says how to make char cloth. So, cool. How to make char cloth. It's got the directions on the back. It's a fairly easy process, but this is something good to have. If you've never made char cloth before, it's easy to do, and hey, they'll tell you exactly how to do it. Alright, first thing, the CRKT Koji i.c.e folding knife. That must be this right here. The CRKT is a really good knife brand. I carried a CRKT knife as my everyday carry knife for years, until the thing just fell apart on me. I definitely got my money's worth out of it. That thing lasted all through deployments to 3 different countries overseas, and probably about 5 years of being back home. So I can highly recommend CRKT knives. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we got a little bit of reading material in here. Okay. Then we have this little tiny knife. It's kind of small, but small knives have their use. Give you a little size comparison. This is my Smith & Wesson cutting horse. Here's the CRKT. There you go. And let's see. It is assisted opening. Very fast. And let's see. Woo, very, very sharp. It's got a good edge here. It's got a liner lock. Okay. Pretty happy with this. I always like knives. Alright, they say this has a $20 value. Okay. The next is the UST Saber Cut Chainsaw Light. That must be this. Yeah. It is fairly light. Now these little pocket-sized chainsaws have been around for a long time. In the early days they kind of sucked. I've had a few of them. This one appears to be much more substantial than any of the others that I've tried. So, okay, you've got your handles here, like so, and what appears like a chainsaw blade right in the middle. I'm excited to try this out. I want to see how well this works. Okay. Oh, there's a little carry bag for it in there. Alright. So, here's what it looks like. I don't know if the camera will focus, but hopefully it can. And if it can't, you'll get to see it again when it's in use. Alrighty. The last item that we have here is the i.c.e. whistle. I don't know what i.c.e. stands for. It says aluminum whistle with storage capsule. Okay. A sturdy aluminum whistle has a built-in watertight storage capsule, perfect for keeping your personal information readily available in case of an emergency. Oh. The attached carabiner clips conveniently to your gear, keychain, belt loop, and more. High decibel whistle is highly effective. Is a highly effective signaling device in emergency situations. Now here, you know, I do a lot of boating, I do a lot of canoeing videos, and here in the state of Tennessee, you are required to carry a noise signaling device, and this would fit the bill for that. Okay, there's a watertight storage capsule, holds emergency contact, form, or other small items. Attached carabiner, durable and lightweight aluminum construction. Okay, let's open this dealio up here. I have a couple different whistles My first impression on this is that it does feel pretty well made. Okay, there's your little storage capsule, and it does appear to have something in here. What is this? It's like a fortune cookie. Okay, this says in case of emergency please contact, and then it has a spot for the name, relationship, phone number, allergies and conditions, and it goes in this little waterproof storage area in here. It's not very big, but it's a whistle. What do you expect? Here is a more close-up of the whistle, if the camera will focus once again. Alright, so that's what we got. We have 4 items all together. We have our skill card, we have our UST Sabercut chainsaw light that I'm really excited about using. We have our assisted opening knife, which is really cool. I like this a lot. And we have our whistle. So anyways guys, that is the unboxing portion of our video. Stay tuned and you will see me actually using all of these things out in the field. So stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. So we're out in the field now, and I have all of the items from the December Prepper gear box in my backpack. So I'm going to show you guys how these work out. Now the point of this is not to be a complete and thorough review. It is just to be a more in-depth review than an unboxing. So I've got this dead wood here, and I'm going to try to use this saw to cut through it. So we're going to see how well this works. And I'm excited to do this because all of the previous handheld saws like this that I've tried have really sucked. So I'm hoping that this one's going to be better. Let's see. So I can find where I stuck it at. There it is. Alright. You guys a quick close-up. Here it is. It looks just like a chainsaw, or at least a chainsaw blade with handles. So, if you ever want to use one of these to do really serious work, the best thing to do is to actually lubricate the chain. But since I never carry any WD-40 out with me, it's just going to have to work the way it is. So, this looks like a good spot. Try this out. It's taking a lot of wood off. I'm surprised. Alright, well, it seems to be binding up here right at the end. But, let's see. There. So, did pretty good. I'm going to cut all that. See that in relation to my hand here. You know, that's not bad. Be a little size comparison. Here's that knife, the CRKT. As you see, it's about the same length. So maybe a little bit more than 3 inches. So alright. That's pretty good. It's pretty impressive. It's definitely a lot heavier duty than the other saws that I've seen. That's how it works. So we got these pieces of cedar that I've batoned, and what I'm gonna try to do is make some feather sticks with this CRKT knife. Not sure how well this is gonna work, but alright guys, figured I would show you guys how to make char cloth, or at least how I make it. And if you want better instructions than this, you gotta check out the skill card. Now the first thing I've got here that I'm working with is flooded ground. We had really bad thunderstorms yesterday and everything's flooded, so everything's wet, so I'm not sure how well this is gonna work. But, in any case, we have an Altoids tin. Show this to you. Now this has been used before because I make char cloth all the time. And you'll notice, right there, there's a little hole. That hole is important. As you see, it goes all the way through. There's some little chunks from the ghost of char cloth past there. Alright, so we got that. Now we need something to char. For that, an old t-shirt works good. And to cut up the t-shirt, this CRKT knife is going to work pretty good too. So, start on the sleeve. That'll be enough to work with. You're just going to cut it into pieces that's going to fit inside the tin. You can really pack this full if you want to, because it's going to shrink down when it chars. Put your pieces of cotton material, in this case t-shirt, in the tin. Now this is what we're going to end up making. This is char cloth, and I'm going to show you how it works. The way this works, if you are using flint and steel, you're going to hold the char cloth on the flint, like so. You're going to strike with the steel across a sharp edge on the flint and hope that a spark hits on the char cloth. Now it's not going to flame up, but it will start to smolder. Then you're going to transfer it to your bird's nest here, your tinder bundle, and then you're going to move that into your fire lay. Now this is a really crappy fire lay, but these are the cedar sticks that I shaved into kind of a feather stick sort of pattern. Now they're not perfect feather sticks, but I did the best I could with the knife. The knife did work really well. It's got a nice thin edge. It does carve pretty good. It's just a little bit small to be comfortable in the hand. And I've got a little bit more of the bird's nest material under there that hopefully, if I stick this as well as I can up in there, it's going to ignite that, and then the whole thing's going to ignite, and hopefully, hopefully we have a fire if it hasn't soaked up too much moisture. Now once that starts to burn down, we'll move our tin on top of there, and it's going to start smoldering. Smoke is going to start rising up out of this hole. Whenever the smoke stops coming out of the hole, that means everything on the inside is charred, and we will have char cloth. All right. Make sure everything's in frame. All right, so here we go. Got my char cloth. Got my flint here. Let me pick a nice sharp edge. That looks good. And then I'm gonna try this. Oh. We got a spark that caught. Move that down in here. I'm going to try to blow it gently into a flame. Now, I learned the last time I used this jute twine. Once it goes quick. Just like that. And it's starting to catch. Alright, we got a little bit of a fire going now. We're going to set our Altoids tin on top. If it doesn't put the fire out. Yeah, I don't see any more smoke coming up out of the hole. So I'd say our char cloth is charred. So we'll let that cool down. We'll let our fire burn out. Okay, while our fire is burning down, as you see, our tin is now cool enough that we can touch it. We open it up. Here's our char cloth. Perfectly charred. Just to show you that the char cloth is functional, I'm going to take a little piece of it, like so. That'll work. And we've got enough of a bird's nest left here that we should be able to blow this into a flame. So we're going to do the same thing that we did before. fresh char cloth works really well. There it is. Perfect. So, that is how you make char cloth and how you make fire with char cloth. And again, that's just out of an old cotton shirt. Alright, time for the final review. Alrighty, so the final review. So my impressions on each item here. First off, the CRKT Kojihara i.c.e folding knife. I like it. I like it a lot. It's just a little bit too small to be comfortable in the hand. Whenever I was making feather sticks, I was impressed at how well the blade geometry worked when carving wood. The handle itself is comfortable, but only for a short period of time. After the first couple of feather sticks, I just found myself wishing that I had my Mora knife. But for what it is, for a small knife, it's very nice. Also because of the size, that liner lock is sometimes difficult to hit with your thumb. But it's not too bad. So, that was a $20 value. Alright. Overall, I would say this is a very executive knife. This is something that I wouldn't feel bad carrying to work. Alright, next up, the UST Sabercut Chainsaw Light. Alright, well, it is the best chainsaw of that type, a hand manual chainsaw, I guess, that I've tried. It's very aggressive. It takes out a lot of wood. It works very fast, although it does take some effort. And it seems to stop cutting right at the end of the cut. But by the time you get it that far, you can just break the piece, or you can turn around and start sawing from a different angle, and then it'll keep on sawing. So for what it is, again, I like it. Good deal. Retail price, $12. Alright, so that's not bad. And last up, the i.c.e. whistle. We didn't review the whistle, did we? Okay. I have the whistle right here. It works. It takes a little bit more air than you think it would at first, but it's a very piercing sound. It seems like it would carry a long ways. It is made out of aluminum, and it's about as sturdy feeling as aluminum gets. And it has a little tiny secret compartment in there too. So, what else can you say about a whistle? It's a handy thing to have. Alright, so the i.c.e. whistle, thumbs up. I like it. Retail price, $3. Alright, and the How to Make Char Cloth skill card. As you saw, char cloth is not difficult to make. It takes probably start to finish. I mean, if you have a flame source already ready to go, it may take 10 or 15 minutes. And really, if you can follow a recipe, you can make char cloth. I can't even follow a recipe. You guys have seen how I cook. Take meat, add fire. When it starts to look burnt, then it's done. See, just in this case, you just keep on going until it won't burn anymore. So, yeah. Anyways, it's a handy skill to have. And that says retail price, priceless. So, and it is. So, good deal. Total dollar value of the items in the box, $35. The entire box, even with shipping, does not cost $35. So we get a pretty nice little discount. So that is handy. Let me pop this knife back in my pocket here so I don't lose it. And that is my time for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing and demonstration. If you guys are interested, go to preppergearbox.com and subscribe to them. If you are interested in my channel, if you have not already, subscribe to my channel. See, my subscription is free. It's the difference. Anyways, again, like, comment, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Alright guys, till next time, take it easy.